Hello and welcome to episode 66 of Soccercraft. I know I haven't been here for a while, well, like 2 years actually, but we're back. And I'm just going to be straightforward with you. I was pretty burnt out from Minecraft. This Bossing Say build was very daunting, but I've been feeling a lot better about playing Minecraft. We got my wife a PC, she's been playing some Minecraft, and it's really helped get me back into the swing of things. Now, if you're curious about the progress that we've gotten done in Bossing Say over the last 2 years, you might be a little disappointed because there's like basically no progress done in the last 2 years except for like this last month. But in this last month, we've gotten a lot done. This whole middle ring here that you can see behind me is basically all done. And when I say done, I obviously don't mean it's completely done, but I've got houses placed in, I've got paths, I've got trees, and it's looking mostly done. I've started to move back onto the outer ring now, as you saw in the opening time lapse, but there still is a lot of work to do on the outer ring, and I honestly have no idea what I want to do with this inner ring here. And if you're curious if I've been playing the new updates, I have been, but I haven't been really exploring them too much. I've been collecting the new blocks like pale oak wood and kind of just playing around with some of the fun features, but I haven't really done a whole lot. With that being said, the plan for today's episode is to explore the newest update a little bit more. What I want to do is kind of just build an area for all of the animals in the game, just outside of Bossing Say, just like Aang did in the show. I don't remember which episode it was. I think it was Tales of Bossing Say. Yeah, it was definitely Tales of Bossing Say. Aang built a special little zoo outside of the walls of Bossing Say, and that's what we're going to look into doing today. We've got a whole bunch of new cow variants and chickens and pigs, and we're going to go and see if we can collect them, along with the numerous other mobs that are in the game as well. And I was thinking out by our raid arena would be a pretty cool and already pretty like cleared out spot to try to build this. So I think I've got some planning to do. I'm going to figure out how many mobs we need to get in here, and I'm going to make a bunch of different probably wool outlines of where I want to put them. So let's hop into a quick time lapse. And we're back, and we have a little bit of an enclosure built up. Here I've done just a little bit of work kind of figuring out what I was going to do. We have it kind of tucked down into the ground because I don't want whatever animals that I have in each of these pens being able to escape. I wanted to have like a little podium in the middle of each one of these where I could kind of put each mob and have them kind of on display, and then maybe just have a few extra ones around in the bottom area. And I think this is looking good, and if we go up into the sky, we can see that, I've got my work cut out for me. We have a lot of enclosures that we're going to need to build out. I think we have somewhere around 25 to 27 enclosures here. I'm planning on using 25 of them, and I've got to keep a few extra ones around in case new mobs get added in future updates. And I don't think I mentioned it at the start of this video, but this zoo is going to be strictly for passive mobs. Or I guess some of them are going to be considered to be neutral mobs, but I consider them to be passive mobs, so that's kind of what matters to me. So now I think it's about time we buckle down and get the rest of these enclosures built so we can start collecting all of the mobs. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and I'm really happy it's done because that 30 seconds for you is really like, I think like 10 or 11 hours for me. And honestly, now I get to do the fun part of this zoo, which is collecting all the animals. And I did already get started collecting a few of the animals I already had around the world. I've got one of every cat, I've got a few dogs, and over here we have some more dogs that aren't tamed, so they can kind of just walk around, and some pandas, but there still is a lot of animals we need to go collect. So let's go see what we can find. Over here in the Nether Hub, I know I have these striders, and I could bring them over there, but they're going to need a little bit of extra preparation, because if I take them into the overworld and it rains, they're just going to die. And we don't want that. And over here in Wanchitong's library, I have a whole bunch of foxes spread around. And we can just grab a few of these guys and bring them over. And I think that might be like it for the animals that I already have spread around the world. We're going to have to actually go out and catch the rest of them. And that's going to be a lot of work. So I'm just going to cut it down into a little montage, and I hope you enjoy. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that montage, and as you could see, we got pretty much every mob there is. There are some mobs that I got outside of the montage, like the mushrooms, but we've got pretty much every mob in place, and I've bred them up a bit. And honestly, that last clip happened like 2 months ago, and then life happened, and then I was doing some Minecraft on a hardcore SMP with some friends. And now we're back, and a lot of stuff has changed. More notably, the Happy Gas have been released, and man, do I wish that the Happy Gas was already released when I was doing all of this, because it would have made transporting all these mobs way easier. But as you can see, we've spread the mobs around. They've all got their enclosures. There's a little bit of decoration going on, not a whole lot, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this zoo is turning out. Now, there are a few small tasks that I have to do before I can consider this zoo done enough for this video, and that's get these striders in, and I want to get one of those happy ghasts. So what I need to do to make this area safe for striders is I just need to put a glass ceiling above it, so if it ever rains, the rain doesn't touch the striders, because rain kills striders. I think we talked about that earlier in the video. And now we have 4 striders in place. We've got a glass ceiling above them, so they should be fine. And I think that all that leaves is for us to go find a happy ghast. Now, I know you can make a happy ghast, but it doesn't feel right. I feel like the first one has to be found. So let's head to the Nether. And we just need to fly out far enough to be spawning new chunks and have it be a Soul Sand Valley, and hopefully we can find one of these happy ghasts. not the unhappy ghast like this guy. Oh, and I think we found one. Okay, cool. Oh, geez. No, don't break it. Alright, I got it. Oh, God. Stop attacking me. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have a quick look and see if we can find a second one around here, and then I'm gonna head back and we will put this happy ghast in some water. And I wasn't lucky enough to find a second dried ghast, but we at least got this one here, and if we put this down, we get the advancement stay hydrated. And now we just need to wait for this guy to grow up. And I have a fun little resource pack, which is going to make this happy ghast extra special. And we have our happy ghast, aka Sky Bison. Now I should just be able to feed it a bunch of snowballs to get it to go up faster, I think. And there we go. We have a happy ghast. Hit it with the harness. Oh, I love this resource pack. Oh, it looks so cool. We have our first actual rideable sky bison in the world. I am super happy with this resource pack, and I'm happy to have a happy ghast in this world, and I can't wait to see what kind of cool things we can do with them. And with that being said, I just want to fly this out here to the sky bisons that I've already made and see how it looks. Oh, it looks so good. I'm really happy with these, but honestly, being able to have these guys flying around naturally instead of these sky bisons that I designed like 4 years ago is going to add so much to the world. Alright, so now I can just leave this sky bison floating above the zoo, and if I ever need to transport any mobs, he's here to help me do that. There are a few mobs that I still need to get for the zoo, mostly just variants of the wolves. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Soccercraft. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Water Tribe, out.